And now we're going to introduce Albert one more time. Let's give it up for Albert.
Don't put on the nightly news, and what they're not going to tell you is they're not going to tell you about the good things. What the nightly news tells you about all the bad things. The nightly news is going to tell you about things that are problems in our society. They're going to say things like, our children, the health of our children, the health of the nation, the way of the nation. That's what they're going to talk about. What they're not going to talk about is they're going to talk about the opportunity that we have as a society to make the largest shift in the history of time. They're not going to talk about the opportunity we have as a society to wake up in the morning with an extra spring in our step, or the opportunity we have as a society to really put our health numbers and shift them in the other direction. What they're going to talk about is the problems. And I saw you guys sitting there with your nutrition packets as you walked in. You sit there with a blank look on your face and you're just shaking like this. Believe me, this nutrition plan is your opportunity, like Brian had mentioned, to achieve things that you once had never thought possible. And I'm going to explain how. I bet you didn't expect that to be the first nutrition slide, did you? I've got good news. The things that you love to eat, that you find comfort in, that you love, your pizza, your mint chocolate chip ice cream, your curly fries, are not going anywhere. They're still, I got a round of applause. They're not going anywhere. One time per week, you deserve to treat yourself to these types of foods. They're not going to go anywhere. It's a very realistic plan for you to follow. And if you want to be successful with this nutrition plan, you need to know 3 things. Just 3. The right foods to eat, the right portions to eat them in, and in the right times. And we're going to go through those together. We're going to start with the right foods. To learn about the right foods that you should eat, they're in your packet on a grid that looks just like this. And we're going to go into each category together. We're going to start with protein. When you look at your protein, you're going to find things that you already like. Things like salmon, things like tuna, lean steak, egg whites, and turkey bacon. The things in the nutrition plan you're going to find in your local supermarket. You literally take that packet with you food shopping. The things on the protein list are things that you like already. So those are the right foods for protein. Now let's talk about the right portion. And we measure our portions very, very scientifically here at the Max with a thing called Tupperware. In 9.5 ounces in volume, one portion, one serving of protein is measured cooked inside this container. So you take your grilled chicken, you cook it, you chop it up, you stuff it in, you take a hammer, you bang it in there, you squeeze it in there, and that's one serving of protein. This is one serving. And the reason why we do that is because it's very important to keep your body and your portions consistent throughout the day and throughout the week, because your body is like a machine that runs on gears. So your job is to keep those gears moving throughout the day. So if one day you're having a lot of one type of food group and a little and a lot and none, not good for your body. We want to keep it consistent. So that's the reason why we measure so scientifically in 9.5 ounces of plastic. Again, the way we measure a serving is cooked in 9.5 ounces in volume. Again, to keep those gears moving throughout the day. Also, you're going to see on your list, every day we're going to be eating fats. And there are such things as bad fats, and we know what they are. And if you've been paying attention, this is the 3rd time pizza's on here, people. Pizza, not on the list. You're not going to find it on the list, all right? We're going to eat good fats. Things like nuts, organic peanut butter, avocado. And exactly 23 almonds is one serving of fat. And it's outlined for you in your packet. Exactly how many cashews, how much organic peanut butter is spelled out for you in your packet that equals one serving. With the fruit, there's no science to it. A serving of fruit is a serving of fruit. A fruit is a fruit is a fruit. An apple is a serving of fruit. A banana is a serving of fruit. You're not going to have one grape or a whole watermelon. You're going to have about a handful. Or a cup, if you like to get scientific, of berries or watermelon if you got to chop it up. Fruit is a fruit is a fruit. Vegetables. Throughout the day, it is so important that you keep putting vegetables in your system. And I'll tell you a funny story about vegetables. When we first started the program, we used to tell people that vegetables were unlimited. Then people thought, that means I don't have to have them. Unlimited means they're optional. No. Now we tell you, you're going to have at least one serving of vegetables each day. And the way you're going to put it into your body is we're going to ask you to buy a 7-cup container. It's literally a little bowl that has a lid. And the reason why it has a lid is because you're going to open the lid, you're going to put leafy greens in there. You're going to fill it to the top with leafy greens. You're going to chop up some of the vegetables we've outlined for you on your nutrition packet. You're going to throw them on top. If you want to get creative, you can put a protein choice or a fat choice on top of that as well. Seal it up, take it to work. And the vegetables that we've outlined for you in your packet are detoxifying and cleansing vegetables. Those vegetables have properties in them that will detoxify and cleanse your system, which is very important when you start a new nutrition plan. Moving on to the right foods, let's talk about the wrong foods. Nobody passed out today. Good. All right, excellent. So, for the next 10 weeks, we are going to remove dairy from your system completely. And the reason is because 85% of the world, forget about our country's problems for a second, the world's population has trouble digesting dairy. So odds are, you can't digest dairy. What happens when you remove dairy from your system, like I said earlier, you wake up with a spring in your step. I'll tell you what else happens. Your walk to and from the bathroom is a lot more pleasant. And you have consistent energy throughout the day. 10 weeks, no dairy. So we talked about the right foods, we talked about the right portions, let's talk about the right time. So here's an illustration of the average day in the life of a Maxer. So let's just say you wake up in the morning, you work out at 6 a.m. From there, 1 hour later after you work out, you have your first meal. What's illustrated here is a protein supplement, which is a great way to have protein in your system in the morning. 3 hours after that, you're going to have a snack. A few hours after that, you're going to have your lunch. A couple hours after that, you're going to have another snack. And a couple hours after that, you're going to have your dinner. You may have been here before, it's our website. What you may not have noticed is the bottom right-hand corner of our website. If you scroll all the way down, there's a member login button. If you hit member login, it takes you to a page that looks like this. On this page, you put in a username and a password, which you'll have emailed to you later on today. You put the username and password in there, hit enter, and it takes you to a page that looks like this. Now, our nutrition plan is divided into stages. You're going to worry about the first stage. You're going to click the first button over here. After you click that button, it takes you to a page that looks like this. And I love this page because there's a lot of helpful links. For example, that packet that you're holding in your hand, if you happen to lose it, you click this button right here, a PDF comes up with the same packet you have. So you can be in the supermarket or at home, you need to print another one out, it's there for you. My favorite link, however, here is the second button you'll see right here. You click that button, and it pulls up a grid that looks just like this. And this grid has breakfast, snack, lunch, snack, and dinner, 7 days a week, all different meals. So if I carry the one and add that's 35 meals for the week. That was a joke. I could do not 7 times 5. Okay. So 35 meals in the week. The best thing about this is you click one of those meals, it pulls up a recipe. So that you have another round of applause, all right. So that you have more options. You have more options at your disposal. Another resource we have for you is this nifty website called Facebook. Have you ever heard of it? That was a joke as well. Okay, so we have what's called a private Facebook page, which is closed out to the public. So if you wanted to go home and find it, you couldn't unless you were already a member. You have to be invited in by your instructor or a coach. You get invited into the private Facebook page, and literally you have thousands of Max members across the country communicating with each other in one central location. You're going to find things like recipes. You're going to find things like tips and tricks. What you're also going to find is people in the supermarket that are not sure if they're allowed to eat this certain thing. They snap a picture of it, and within seconds they have an answer. What you're also going to find is people wake up in the morning at 4:45 in the morning, and they say, I just can't get out of bed. And within seconds, you got somebody, you can do it! From a different state. The support of the entire, what we call Max family or Max Nation is at your back, 24 hours a day on our private Facebook page. If that's not enough, and you're the type of person that says, oh, I don't know about cooking, I'm not sure about this preparation, this seems like a lot. At our Manalapan and Marlboro locations, so if you're from Shrewsbury, you can pick up at any of these locations. We have a service called Kettlebell Kitchen, which is a giant refrigerator you see out front over there. This service, you go to themaxmeals.com, which is something that will be emailed to you later. Themaxmeals.com. 2 times a week, they deliver fresh, chef-prepared, gourmet, delicious, compliant meals to our locations that you can bring with you to work, pop in the microwave, and eat them at any time. So there is every single thing that you need to do to be successful is at your disposal. So to make today a success, you have 5 things that you need to do. The first thing is number 0 was you showed up here, which is fantastic. Second thing, go food shopping. And don't go food shopping later. I'm talking about as soon as this thing is over. Beeline to the supermarket, because I got news for you. These things are selling out. They're going to be gone soon. And I got news for you. The Ezekiel bread is going to be sold out also. So go to the supermarket. The next thing, purchase these 9.5 ounce containers. Purchase your 7-cup veggie container that you're going to have your daily salad in. Engage in our Facebook community. Start to make friends in the Max community. Look for recipes. Access the member section of our website so you have all tools that you need, because I've got news for you. March 31st, 2014 is the first day of the rest of your life. Give yourselves a round of applause.